right? So it says, are you so let's answer the clarifying questions. I'm targeting Windows. I want you to paste the full URL. I'm comfortable targeting macOS. I want users targeting macOS. I want users to paste the full URL, and I'm comfortable with C++. Targeting Mac. So we're gonna do this one. I'm targeting Mac OS. I want users to paste the full URL, and I'm not very comfortable with that one. All right, let's continue to read what they got going on for us. And it's getting to work, actually. It is getting to work. Okay, it says, okay, I understand you're targeting macOS. You want users to paste a full URL, and you're not very comfortable with C++. Given these constraints, I recommend the following approach. Leverage existing Python scripts. If you're not comfortable with C++, we'll try to reuse as much of the existing Python code as possible. Create a minimal C++ OBS plugin. We'll create a C++ OBS plugin that acts as a bridge between OBS and Python script. This plugin will receive the YouTube URL from the users, pass the URL to the Python script, receive the video ID from the Python script. I don't want it to update the browser source in OBS with the new video ID, implement URL parsing in Python. We'll modify the Python script to extract. Here's my updated plan. Analyze the existing Python script. Create a basic. Implement YouTube parsing. Let's break down the remaining tasks into smaller, more manageable. Modify the Python script to extract the video ID from the URL. Add a function. Create a basic C++ plugin structure. I forgot that I'm in architect mode. Restricts files to markdown files. I need to switch code. Okay, I'm now in code mode. I can proceed. I've modified the Python script to extract the video ID from a URL. I hope you didn't modify my Python. They sure did modify my Python script, which I did not approve of, but okay. I am going to. Do you modify my Python script for it? I can always undo it later, but let's do this instead. Let's do. I'm gonna say I don't want to Python. I think I am comfortable enough with C++ to figure out how to make more native script work. Goal also is not required to install Python on their because that my learning curve and Junior might not have space on his computer. Let's see what we can do. I understand. You read really fast. Says, I understand you want to create the native without relying on the existing Python script or requiring users to Python. This changes the approach significantly. I need to adjust my plan to reflect. Analyze a Python script. Create research OBS plugin. Create a native OBS plugin. Implement parsing. Test it. Let's break down. Research OBS plugin. I need to understand the OBS plugin API. The required files and build processes or build process for C++. Then create a basic C++ OBS structure. I'll create the basic files and structure required. I'll start by researching OBS plugin. I'll use ask mode to get information about OBS plugin development. What are the basic requirements for creating the C++, which including the required files It says a CMake text file, CP file for the plugin logic, a header file for are required. You want me to answer this? The build process, a make.c++. Let's see. You're asking me? Let me see. Oh, that. Go to Gemini. Ask Gemini. Go over here to Gemini. All right. So creating a C++ plugin for OBS primarily involves leveraging the OBS API, utilizing the CMake build. The most straightforward way starts by using the official plugin OBS plugin template. Prerequisite. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just copy this. Copy this whole thing right here. Gonna go into here. Really fast. So I have a good understanding of the requirements, creating the C. Based on the information gathered, here you create a new directory for the plugin. Create a CMake. This will tell CMake how to build a plugin. Create the C file. Create a header file. This will contain the declarations for the plugin's functions. I'll start by creating a new directory for the plugin. Since I can't directly create directories, I'll execute command. Okay, let's run that command. The directory has been created. Now I need to create the following. I'll start by creating, okay. I'll use the write to file tool to create the file. I'll need to provide the content of the file, which I'll base on the information gathered about the OBS plugin. Okay. All right, now I need to create the YouTube plugin CPP. I use the write to file tool to create the file. I need to provide the content of the file, which I'll base on the information I gathered about OBS plugin development. Okay, has been created. Now I need to create a YouTube plugin.h file. I'll use the write to file tool to create this file. This file will contain the declarations for the plugin functions and classes. Okay. Now the OBS plugin has been created. Now that I've created the basic C++ plugin, I need to configure the CMake.txt file to find OBS Studio dependencies, headers, and libraries, and find the target dynamic the files in the OBS YouTube plugin directory to make sure everything's in place. Okay. The files are in place. I need to find the OBS Studio dependencies. The CMakeList file currently uses find OBS Studio. However, it relies on the OBS path environment to be set. Need to determine if the OBS path environment variable is set, which can use the execute command to run. Okay. It's probably this one. Ooh. Hmm. Okay, so that's this. Okay. Now I need to modify the CMake. I need to modify the CMakeLists.txt file to set the OBS path environment. I can use the apply underscore div tool to make modifications. I've modified the CMake file to set the OBS path environment. Now I need to build the plugin. I can use the execute command to run the following command: CMake -build -b build OBS YouTube plugin or CMake. Okay, these commands will generate the build files and then build the plugin. All right, let's build the plugin. Aw, that sucks. How do we install CMake on our YouTube? Oh, there's a CMake. Let's go. Let's get it. Wanted this one. All right. Let's see. I think CMake has been has it. Docs. Let's say I do. Cool. All right, it's there. So let's say I have installed CMake. Let's see if that works. Let's try to run it again. What? All right. So the build failed again. This time the error indicates CMake could not find the OBS config.cmake or OBS-config CMake. This means that the find packages OBS required command CMake.list file is not able to locate the OBS Studio package. The error message suggests setting the CMake prefix path or OBS directory variable to a directory containing one of the following files. So I already asked for the OBS Studio installation. I can use that information to set the OBS directory variable and CMake list. Okay. You're right. The apply diff. Do you guys notice that the AI talks to itself every now and then? It says, you're right. The apply diff failed because the content of the file has changed since I last read it. It's likely due to a previous apply diff command. I need to reread the file and then apply the changes. Okay, now I have the latest content. Now I need to modify the CMake. Okay, I've modified the CMake. All right, let's try the build again, see what happens. It seems like the OBS directory is not enough. Okay. Second. All right. Um, let's see. Let's see. So we have all right, so it seems like OBS is not enough. The find package is still not able to find the package. I need to examine the structure of the OBS Studio installation to understand how CMake package. I'll use the list files to list the files of the application. I'll use recursive. Wants to recursively view all the files in this directory. Okay. I have a list of the files. It's like the relevant files for are located in this location. I need to list the files directory to see if there's a CMake directory for a OBS config CMake. Okay, I have the file list for the lib. Okay, if it doesn't contain a CMake, or this suggests that the OBS Studio package is not designed to be found by using package. I need to find another way to link against OBS libraries. I'll modify the CMake list. Please specify directory. I have the latest content make file. Now I need changes, adding it. Okay. I'll apply the changes in small. Okay, let's try that. Now I'll try to remove it, add library. Okay. Seems I made a mistake in the diff format. I actually, hey, stop making mistakes. Stop making mistakes, all right? I removed the duplicate lines. Let's try again. The build failed. This time the error indicates OBS was not found. This means that the include directives are not being correctly specified in CMake. I need to modify CMake list to correctly specify the include directories. Ooh, this is not going well. All right, so I included the headers. Let's try to build it again. This is not going well, y'all. This is not going well. I need to examine. Okay, the directory is empty, means that it's not located here. I need to find the correct location for the OBS module. I'll try searching for the file in the entire OBS Studio installation directory. It did not find it. It's possible that it's not included in the pre-built OBS Studio application bundle. In this case, I would need to build OBS Studio from the source to get the headers. However, since you're not comfortable with, should have lied. Building OBS from source might be too complex. I need to ask the user if they have the OBS Studio SDK. I can use the SDK to build the plugin. Do you have OBS Studio SDK installed? Let's find out if we can install the OBS SDK. So we are gonna go over to let's go to the developer guide. So OBS Studio, why not having a traditional SDK in the sense of a single bundled package like some other platforms offer extensive. All right, so let's go to here, developer guide. Says OBS Studio can be extended through the use of plugins, scripts, and via web sockets. OBS Studio has a rich collection of user-developed plugins. All right. These are typically implemented in C++ and compiled into dynamic libraries that are loaded when OBS Studio is up. Main advantage is the high performance raw access to those. All right. Let's go to guide. OBS Studio supports a variety of plugins that provide new kinds of sources, filters, and features. Some plugins also allow OBS to communicate with certain kind of software, such as Elgato Stream Deck. The OBS. All right, so let's see.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
What about if you wish to use a custom plugin directory? If you wish to install OBS Studio to a custom location, if you need to install a plugin manually, the relevant files likely need to go into one of. Okay, so here we go for setting up a development environment. You want to contribute to OBS programming for you want to contribute to programming for OBS Studio. Whether you're making a new plugin or tinkering with OBS, we appreciate all the contributions to the project. Follow the guide to get up and running. So I am going to need clone this over here. I guess we should put that in this project. Build the code. All right, so when we come back from break, we will. All right, okay. Many people want to get into OBS Studio development in order to make a plugin rather than alter the core functionality. It turns out the OBS code is already pretty modular, and many features are considered core features are actually plugins that just come bundled with OBS. So learning about OBS development really means learning about plugin development. For more details on plugin development, check out this page. We strongly recommend using OBS plugin. Ooh, there's a plugin template. But when we get back from break, we will check out this documentation and the plugin template, because maybe we can just pass the plugin template over to Kilo and have it figure that out.
Yeah. Tired of the same results. Tired of looking at the scoreboard and always being on the wrong side. Something's got to change. It starts now. Yeah. Woke up, tasted ash in my mouth, same four walls, staring at a life heading south. Bank account's a joke, looking like a typo. Stuck in the loop, a vicious psycho. Taking L's like they were complimentary. My whole existence felt elementary. Stuck in first gear, spinning wheels in the mud. Drowning my potential in a half-hearted flood.
Same excuses, different day. Promised I would change, then I look away. But the pain is staying just the same. Got heavier than the guilt, hotter than the flame.
Something snapped, a switch got flipped. Tore up the old plans, yeah, the whole damn script. Looked at rock bottom, said I ain't coming back. Time to build a new road, time to get on track.
I was done with the losing, done with the pain. Done with standing still in the pouring rain. Now it's focus, discipline, a brand new vision. Wrote a new life, made a new decision. No more looking back, the old me is dead. It's all about the hustle, all the steps ahead from the ground up. Watch the new man rise, yeah, I'm building my win right before your eyes.
The alarm clock rings, it's 5 a.m. Old me hit snooze, but I ain't him. Lace up the sneakers, pavements, my new priest. While the rest of the city still sleeping on the beach. Turning notifications off on the phone. Can't build an empire if you're never alone. Got my mind right, tunnel visions engaged. Felt like I was locked up, now I'm breaking the cage.
It's the small habits, stacking them tall. Reading to new pages before I even ball. Every rep in the gym, every dollar I save is another tombstone on my old self's grave. They say, man, you changed, you ain't the same. You're damn right I'm not, I just rewrote the game. Focused on the mission, cut the static noise. Traded short-term fun for the long-term joy. I was done with the losing, done with the pain. Done with standing still in the pouring rain. Now it's focus, discipline, a brand new vision. Wrote a new life, made a new decision. No more looking back, the old me is dead. It's all about the hustle, all the steps ahead from the ground up. Watch the new man rises, yeah, I'm building my win right before their eyes.
And now the wins, man, are starting to stack. That opportunity I missed, I just got it back. The projects I quit, now the shipping live. The ideas in my head, now they're set to thrive. My whole circle's different, check the new crew. It's mentors and builders, people seeing it through. This ain't luck, this is crafted, this is by design. This is sweat equity, making what is mine.
The mirror looks different, see the fire in the gaze. No more fog, no more walking in the blurry days. Shit, this chapter 2.